Right, very good morning, everybody. That's not done. And then 1, 2, not done. Yuck, that is not taste nice. What's that say? Local time. Good. Right, stick you there. Right, very good morning, everybody. So, what is this video about? Newcastle United. So I'm going to just drop that down just a little bit. So yes, Newcastle United, who played Tottenham last night up at St James's Park. Now, the result should have been a win, but however, it wasn't. And, we kind of let ourselves down by giving them a point when it should have been a victory. It is what it is, though, But yeah, as you can see, it is very, very sunny, and yeah, we are here. Now, everything in this video is Newcastle United because I'm wearing my old top with the Puma there. I will be getting the brand new shirt. I just haven't got it yet. So, yesterday's goals, an absolute screamer by Bruno Guimaraes, and then in the second half, Anthony Gordon sticks the ball in the back of the net via a penalty, and saw that on YouTube because I think we had some solar flares yesterday. Either that or my broadband is absolutely dog's pants. Don't know which, but it is there. Now, the goals by Spurs, first one, error made in defence, which, like I said in my description, we've got to build a brick wall, making sure that nobody can put the ball in the back of the net. And the second goal by the same player, who I can't pronounce their name, overhead kick. Could it have been stopped? Yeah, it could have been. Was it stopped? No. December is a funny old month. Why? Because it is Christmas. Now, there's 3 people I can see, and nobody's came forward to chat. So it is what it is. But I'm here, and yeah, I am being blinded by the sun. Maybe I'll stick something, because yeah, I am being blinded. Oh, where are we? Right. Is that going to be in the right place? Let me just have a little look. Should be. That should be a bit better anyway. Okay. Right. It's not brilliant. Liverpool has went to nowhere, mate. You're on the wrong place, mate. Sorry to tell you, but you're on the wrong place. Newcastle United. So yeah, sorry, mate. Now, yeah, last night when we were playing last night at St James's Park under the lights, what should have happened? Yeah, it tells you in the title, mate. It tells you in the title. So if you want to go and watch a Liverpool YouTuber, be my guest. Good morning, Heavy Metal Footy. Good morning. I've got to keep doing this to see what's on screen. Now, yeah, I watched Tyneside Life just before, where he was on about what has been said in connection with Leazes Park and possible new stadium, and he did a pretty good video, showing you the extension of different plans of the space in Leazes Park. And from what I gathered, it would actually take up the lake as well. So what I said to Eddie was, next to the BBC. It's a little bit further out. Yes, it is. But it's big enough. So what we got? A lot of injury time. Yeah, well, there's always going to be extra time when, we've had this years and years. Take when Newcastle went to Anfield. 8 minutes were added. Yeah. And, it's happened many, many times. When, in truth and honesty, what should have happened was this. We've scored 2, score another one. Then if Spurs, they did score, that makes it 3-2. Yeah? And if you're going into injury time on 3-2, it's a bit harder. Do you know what I mean? To get that other goal. So what else we got here? We got the Pete. Very good morning. We got Dan here. Sun Street. Yeah, man, it's blinding me, but I'm still here. And I want to be talking this whole video is about Newcastle United. And why it's about Newcastle United. Because I've said this loads and loads and loads of times on different videos. It's Christmas time. Yeah. We all wish for something to inspire us. Yeah. Now, I've said loads and loads and loads of times when they were looking at St James's Park, Leazes Terrace, Gallowgate, do the whole thing so it's a mirror image of the other side. But planning permission, etc., all that malarkey has came to the forefront. And here's the bonkers bit. Plan A. Yeah, plan A is lots of people coming to St James's Park on a match day. 52,300 if you get the full jam-packed in. Yeah. However, if you turned around and put an upper tier at the Gallagher, yeah, you've got a wall of black and white. Now, if that tier is the same tier as the Sir John Hall stand, that's going to be epic. No question about it. And as I say, this is just plan A. Yeah? Plan A, where you take the Gallagher and you stretch it up into the sky and you get 10,000 or more seats in the stadium. But if you do that with the Gallagher, you've got a problem. The problem is part of the ground is 50 years old. So you've got the old and the new. So what do? Remember, this is just plan A. Plan A is you look at a footprint of the size from the pitch to the back of level 7. Whatever that is, you equal it on the other side. Take it out and again mirror it. Yeah. So not even the sun can stop. No. Well, the thing is, I've just had I've just had the tablets for the dots on my vision, and I'm here. Now, plan A. If they had turned around, and let's be honest, it's ultra top secret. So that's above the pay grade of MI5 and MI6. Nonsensical. It's a football stadium. That's what it is. It's a football stadium. So the other plan, which was Lee's, 30-odd thousand people complaining, bush straight away. You can't do it there. Who else we got? Yeah, we got Letty. Why did you watch Sunderland when you were a kid? Where was it? Letty T J has said, Paul, why did you watch Sunderland when you were a kid? Letty, let me just point something out here. There's no parrot here, and there's definitely no parrot there. Now, you're putting it across, yeah, in the comment, watching Sunderland. Now, do you see that little badge there? The one underneath the Puma, that badge there. Yeah? I'll do it there so it's the sun shining on it. That is the cap badge. And just to let you know, right there, that is also the same as what's on my chest. So, you know, right. Okay. So we've got the first dummy of the day. There we go. Simple. Newcastle United. No else. That's it. Newcastle United. Now, the other day, yeah, you had young Adam P. He went to the Stack, which is a fabulous place. Whoa, yeah, it's fabulous. I've been inside it. Now, the Stack has a stage, and on that stage was the presenter, and then came on our director of football and our CEO. What they said was, we'll do a little chat, but you're not allowed to film. It's understandable, yeah? Now, I'm going to mention a few different YouTubers, yeah? YouTube channels. We have Chris and Mark of Ever More NUFC. I am in the same camp as Chris. Straight up, yeah? Don't talk about it, do it. That's it, yeah? You get paid to do a job and you get on with it. So, also, Tyneside Life, Eddie H, and also Adam P, who was at the Stack. Now they're on like talking about what's going on at the club, etc., etc., etc. But here's the downside. Yeah, I'm going to look at chat in a second. Right, I'm just being blinded. So let's have a look. Jordan, morning. Any thoughts on Holly Blade? No. Must be a difference. Yeah, this Paul Gallant's all over the world, laddie man. You know, we didn't all speak Geordie. And there's probably a Paul Gallant lives somewhere in Sunderland. Yeah, probably. I don't know. But what else we got? Paul, the club should be asking you to play. Well, I can do in the future. Yeah, there's what? Just a rough guess. 80 songs. Yeah. Are those songs absolutely brilliant and outstanding? Well, those songs need this. They need a drummer. They need a bass guitarist, etc. But that's to come. So what else we got here? Cyber. What's your thoughts on server side components? I heard Newcastle United use it. I don't know. Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't honestly tell you. One thing I do know is this. Yeah. Everybody's banging on about revenue. We need more revenue. Now, this video that you're in chat of, yeah, this video is going on to Twitter today. Almost straight away from when I finished. Yeah. It's going on Twitter. Pardon me. It's going on Twitter, but it's also going on LinkedIn. So I am spreading it out. But I'm also spreading other stuff out as well. What else we got? You should take a look at the posts your website is hosting. Probably should look at implemented age verification. Well, do you know the thing is? Yeah. I'll have a look. Yeah. Now, if the reason why I didn't put any like younger people, I wasn't looking at the younger people for the websites. That's the honest truth. I was looking at business, sport, etc., and tourism. Yeah. Now, if people want to do if people want to do banana things, I'll say to the AI, look, clean it up. Yeah? Clean it up. Because the reason why is this. Yeah? Got a good friend who she lives up in Manchester. And nice lady who grafts hard. Yeah? And when she's done TikTok, she'll do a TikTok and somebody will complain. Somebody will complain because she's doing something on camera or something has been taken out of context. It happens. We should all learn to grow up. Yeah? We're not in the school ground anymore. But as to the artificial intelligence apps, there's enough in there to say to government, there's this, that, and that, plus this to make sure. Now, I'm not going to be looking at this stuff all the time. There's other things to do, including live your life. So what else we got here? Can you tell the community it seems to be adults? Yeah, well, sometimes adults act like kids. Sidebar, will you be the head of MI6? No. The Pete. Who is Holly Blades? Holly Blades was part of the crew we met in London at Parliament Square, where we was in Parliament Square the day before. I'd gone to Buckingham Palace because I've been to London 9 times and I've never seen Buckingham Palace. It is huge. And we got some pictures. Yeah. Now, Holly she was part of Steve Wraith, a fellow YouTube as well. And I remember saying to him ages ago in the Dog and Parrot, was it 25,000? And I went, you're going to be at 50 plus. And he smiled and, yeah, nice man. But Holly was part of that crew. So I've met her. Nice lady to talk to, you know. So what else we got? Can you look at the website? It looks like Raw Dog posted your address again. Yeah, well, do you know what the thing is, right? There are going to be people, and those people have an agenda. There's 8 billion people live on planet Earth. They're not all going to be nice. They're not all going to be friendly. No, we don't live in a perfect world. We never have. To be honest, yeah, we live in a brutal and cruel world where some people turn around and go, oh, well, I'm just going to post this. I'm going to post that. I'm going to post the other. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And they do it. So be it. Wow. You'll find I'm in a flat. I'm in a real world flat. Yeah? 2 bedrooms. No butlers. No servants. Just me. That's it. Now, getting back to Newcastle United. Here's the thing, which is why I'm going to post this to Twitter. David Hopkinson is on Twitter. And I'll make sure I do the at NUFC David Hopkinson. Yeah. Revenue for our club moving forward. There's many ways of doing revenue. More, many. If you don't look at those ways you can make money for the club, sorry. I really am sorry. The plan is CGI. Oh, you mean that plant there? Excuse me. You ever heard of Lucky Bamboo? Anybody ever heard of Lucky Bamboo? That's what that is. There's more Lucky Bamboo over there. And my mum was the one who bought the Lucky Bamboo, which were the spiral bit, and then there was a shoot. And that over there is what I've done since my mum sadly passed away. So that's grown. The other one's grown because I'm taking care of them. It's not CGI, not BGI, TGI, or whatever you want to call it. Heard of the song House of Bamboo? Possible. Well, it's not a house of bamboo. There's 2 lots of bamboo. Then you've got aloe vera. Then you've got money tree. It's a money tree plant. There's no tenors, there's not fivers on it. That would be good though. Cyber 682. Paul, touch the plant. Touch it. Now, this here is string, because if I hadn't put that string there, it would be floating down there. But, come on, time to grow. You've got to be trimmed just a little bit. It's what? It's about 4 inches off the ceiling. Now, was it? Who was it? Who was that one again? Cyber 682. Are you happy? That's a real plant. Are you happy? I mean, if you want, if you really, really, really want, I'll dig my hand into the soil and bring it over and show you on, in my hand, and then I'll put it back. If you really, really want, yeah, I'll do that. The video has 6 fingers. Guess what? We'll just do this, man. Here we again. Can't be bothered, man. In you. Good morning. How many lots of bamboo do you need for a house of bamboo? You tell me. I have no idea. Now back to St. James's Park. Back to Newcastle United. Yeah. I said to Tyneside Life, this. Don't know if it'll happen. I've no idea if it'll happen, but here's what I said to him. You're on Eddie was saying about 50 acres. I think he said, no, the Leazes Park is 43 acres total of what's inside of Leazes Park. And he was mentioning Manchester City, 50, and like Birmingham, which is 2 hours away from me, that being they want 62,000 seater stadium, etc. But what I want to say is this: the land right beside the BBC, Newcastle, perfect. What does that land do? What does it actually do? You've got trees going down Hunters Road into Spittletongues. You've got trees going up Grandstand Road to the junction where it splits off to Wingrove to Cowgate. That's it. So what does that land do? Nout. Stick St James's Park there. Yeah. What else we got? You might have to eat it to prove it's real. That is absolutely disgusting. Please retract your comment. Oh, I mean, honestly. Right, what we got? At least 138. We got just in something or other saying, "Hey Paul, how's it doing? Yeah, I'm good." Would I ever consider writing a cookbook? Nope. My only interest where food is, like Tyneside Life was saying in his video I've just watched, the stadium he shows in his video looks like it looks like something from the future has like landed on American soil. It doesn't look like a stadium. It just looks like an alien architecture, but it has bars, restaurants, shopping mall smacked into the middle of it. So yeah, it does look good. And if Newcastle United go down the same route, perfect place to put it. You've got BBC, Spittletongues, and Wingrove are all going to pile down to have food. They can go there to have food rather than go all the way down Barrett Road into the city centre. But one thing I would love to see, and it's just an opinion, St James's Park, leave it. Leave it as it is, but give it to the women. What else have we got? Need ID checks by law. Okay. Completely skipped the something concerns, says Dan. Not really. You see, if you were talking, Dan and Jeremy, if you are talking about those under the age, yeah, to do with the Seeking You Geordie Nation, it was never, ever, ever designed for anybody under 18. So Plus, Lovable and Replit both turned around and said the different parts of security I've asked for. That's all you can do is ask, because somebody else is coding. Those are above standard in the industry. So but getting back to where the new St. James's Park should be, here's my opinion. The land on Hunters Road and Grandstand Road, perfect location, no constraints about buildings, none. Fan zone, smack bang next to it. No problem of the ball flying out of the stadium, especially if you've got level 7 or level 12. Depends how high you want to take it. Right, what else we got? In you saying can't sign in. Is that Ribena? No, is this Ribena? No, it is Summer Fruits from Lidl. Right. Let me just point something out to a few people here. The title of this live is Newcastle United and the Future. It is not to do with anything else. Like I said to the first person who popped in from Liverpool. Oh, yeah. Here we go. There's 19 people in chat. Where's me likes? Huh? Are you sitting on your hands? I don't think so, because you're typing messages. So get the likes up. Come on, shake a leg. What we got? We're talking about how Paul is breaking. Right, you know what it is, huh? You know what it is. You can go into a timeout for at least 24 hours. Yeah? Absolutely stupid, man. Totally damn stupid. So Dan will be back with us tomorrow. I'm just not taking it. Yeah? I will make adjustments later. Now, somebody was saying earlier, Stevo, I think it was. Is it? Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't. It was Dr. Gregory. Yeah? It turned round and says about these plans and all the rest of it. Well, I'll talk about that at 7 p.m. Okay? This video, this live, is Newcastle United. Now, for Newcastle United to bring in more revenue, yeah, I'm going to do something in the next couple of days. If Newcastle United contact me, brilliant. If they don't, they don't. End of. Because the way I look at things is this, yeah. We want the best sponsorships for our club. who want to bring in the most money. Now, as Adam P was saying in his video, no deals are being set. Our training facilities at Falling Ends, Benton, a tiny little entrance to get into to training, etc. We could do better. We should do better. What else have we got? The apps are the future, and hopefully in time from now until 2030, hopefully, some of the players, Bruno, Sandro, Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes, Nick Woltemade, etc., hopefully, they will jump onto these new creations, do a video, post a video. But there's tons and tons of work to do. And I'm just one person. I can't go and another two appear. No, it's just me. So you get stuff when you get stuff. Because health comes first. What else we got? Oh, Dr. Gregory's here. If you want to sponsor Newcastle United, you may need to remove adult content. As a professional football club, won't want to sponsor adult content. And wow, mind blowing. Yeah, my God. What else we got? Justin is back. And he's saying, Paul, address seeking you, and we will not like the video if you don't. How's about this? How is about this? Really? There's a good old saying. If somebody tells you to look left and to look right before you cross the road, follow the advice. Yeah? Follow it. Because if you don't, you might not see tomorrow. And as I said to you, what I believe is the future for Newcastle United is this. I believe in the new stadium because council and all of the rules and regulations is a minefield. So build a new stadium. In that new stadium, have 3 complete circles, rings, complete. Those are your corporate hospitality boxes. Have 3 of them, but make sure you've got 80,000 people inside the stadium. Then you've got extra money coming in from your corporate boxes, your sponsorships, and I said this ages ago. It'd be nice if it was in the name Aramco at St. James's Park. But yeah, Here's another stupid one. Honestly, man. He's running in packs today. You know, do you want to know something, right? There's a big, big difference. Yeah. Now, one of the core things with Newcastle United is success on the pitch. Last night could have been 3 points. Could have been. That last goal, the overhead kick, it wasn't like any overhead kick I've ever seen. Why? Because when he went to kick it over his head, it bounced on the floor before it went in the goal. It did not go like a bullet from his foot. So, reason why I said in the description, our back four need to be a brick wall. If there had been a brick wall last night, we'd have won the game, hands down. What else we got? Yeah. Letty, I don't think a multi-millionaire club will ring you, Paul, who is unemployed. Do I really, honestly give? No. Just being honest. They will still see this video on Twitter. They will. They'll also see the video on LinkedIn. You want to ignore? Fine, ignore. Don't listen. Yeah? You see, if Newcastle United as a club took on board the revenue ideas of having, like what I said originally, the statues of former players, people are going to come up and they're going to stand next to that statue, take a selfie. That's a footprint. It's a digital footprint because that's going to go to Facebook, Instagram, and wherever. Right, what else we got? Oh, you know what it is, man. Here we go again. Seriously? So what I've got to do is this. After this video, I'm going into behind the scenes and I'll make adjustments. I'll make sure. And then I'll have the manager ensure. And that's as much as I'm going to tell you. What else we got here? Corvo! Drop in the ocean revenue-wise, Paul. Newcastle made 320 million last year, which is good. Yeah, Corvo, listen. In a very few days' time, yeah, I'm going to do something, and when it's done, it'll be posted live. And if, when that happens, the club get in touch, then I'm going to turn around and say, now you're listening. Now you are. And that's the point. You see, you can be in a position of getting stacks and stacks of money as a CEO, or a director of finance, or whatever. But where's these deals? And like Adam Pearson said when he in his video, he turned around and said this. There wasn't really a lot said at the stack about new stadium, etc. And as Chris from Evermore said, instead of talking about it, do it. Do what you're going to do. So, greetings from China. Oh, welcome in. Yeah. Wonderful. So, hope to see you all come 7 o'clock tonight, hopefully. And between now and 7, I'm going to kick the backside of Lovable and Replit. So, see you all later.